Hello children, are you all keeping well? Do you know what's the most important thing that should happen in you so that you should have a healthy and sound body? I'll tell you. It is excretion. What is excretion? It is the removal of harmful metabolic waste from our body. Now think about a situation if excretion does not occur. If that is the case, our body will be full of nitrogenous harmful waste that are produced during different metabolic activities. If they are not removed, they get accumulated and can create health issues and even deadly diseases, right? So excretion is another important life process that occurs in a living organism. In this session, we are going to see excretion in human beings and in plants. Excretion in unicellular organism is simple because they use simple diffusion technique. But in multicellular organisms, like in humans, they have an excretory system that serves for the purpose. So the excretory system of human beings includes a pair of kidneys, a pair of ureters, a urinary bladder and urethra. Kidneys are present in the abdomen on either side of the backbone. Kidneys produce urine and it is passed through the ureters, which is then collected in a urinary bladder. When the urinary bladder is filled, then it releases the urine through the urethra. Urine is produced so that the waste products can be filtered and removed from the blood. Nitrogenous waste, or we say the nitrogen containing compounds like urea and uric acid, they are removed from the blood in the kidneys. So kidneys, they serve as a filtrating organ. So they have a filtration unit, or kidneys contain many number of filtrating units, and these units are a group of capillaries. Each capillary cluster or group has a cup-shaped end with coiled tubes. It is called the Bowman's capsule. Bowman's capsule collects the filtrate. The kidneys, they consist of large number of these filtration units and they are called nephrons. The filtrate may contain amino acids, glucose, salts and large amount of water, which are then reabsorbed into our body when urine flows through the tubes. The urine thus formed in each kidney flows into the ureters, which then pass into the urinary bladder. Urinary bladder stores the urine in it until the pressure increases, and if the pressure is increased, then it leads to the urge to pass it out through urethra. The urinary bladder is under the nervous control and hence we are able to control the urge to urinate. Let me add one health tip with this. It's always good to drink water before we urinate so that our body will always have sufficient amount of water. Now there are chances that our kidneys, or maybe in some persons their kidneys, will not function properly. They will not do the process of filtration. In such cases, doctors refer them for hemodialysis, which is commonly called as dialysis. So, in that treatment, we use an artificial kidney or a device which can be called as an artificial kidney, and blood will be made to flow into that artificial kidney so that proper filtration occurs there. The artificial kidney they remove the waste products from the blood, and this process occurs externally. So that's how the dialysis happen. And dialysis, it is prescribed for patients who have failed kidneys or who have kidneys that fail their function. And dialysis are prescribed for patients who have failed kidneys or the kidneys that doesn't perform the filtration purpose. So that's how excretion or the excretion process occur in humans. Plants use various methods for removing out the waste from their body. We have already seen how gases or gaseous exchange takes place and the removal of water by transpiration. So plants remove oxygen and carbon dioxide according to the availability of sunlight through the stomata, and the excess of water is removed by the process of transpiration, that is also done through stomata. Now the plants, they have large number of dead cells in them. So plants use these dead cells for storing waste products. They also have a technique of shedding their leaves, dried leaves, when they are filled with waste particles. They have cellular vacuoles in their cells where they can store waste products. So plants excrete some waste products into the soil that surrounds them. Thus, plants have many different ways to remove their waste products. They also store their waste in the form of resins and gums. So this means plants use various processes for excretion. So that's all about excretion in plants and in animals. So I hope now you are clear with all the life processes in living organisms. So that is the end of our first chapter in biology. So I hope to meet you all in the next session, and until then, keep smiling, keep healthy. Thank you.